Today we're taking a look at some of the creepiest video game Easter eggs. Now I already have a 15-part short series on creepy Easter eggs. Some of those will be featured in this video with more elaboration and explanation, because you know, shorts are meant to be short. Other than that, the remaining of the list will be new ones I've never talked about yet. So if you do happen to enjoy this video in the slightest bit, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications. Y'all killed it on that last video, reaching over 1,000 likes in just 2 days. So let's shoot for 1.1 thousand likes on this. Anyways, before we start, I want to give a shout out to these creators right here, who I originally saw talk about most of these Easter eggs. Their channels will be linked in the description below if you guys want to go check them out. And just one more thing, the winners of last video's giveaway. So the #1 comment with the most likes is the man, the myth, the legend, Art Warrior. And in second place, we got my boy Tom F. Alright, I'm gonna get in contact with y'all real soon, and then we'll talk about getting the gift card sent out. But for now, sit back, relax, grab some chocolate milk, maybe some popcorn, and let's get right into these creepy Easter eggs. Number 1, Soma. Soma was a horror game released September 22nd, 2015. Throughout the story, the main character talks to their girlfriend, but you never actually get to see her face. She's always looking out the window or in a completely different direction. Obviously, this left a ton of players curious of her true identity. Until one day, a player used cheats and was able to no-clip and find out what this woman actually looked like. Before I move forward and show you guys, I just want to give a little warning. It's kinda disgusting to look at. Yes, that is right, a face that is nothing but pure maggots. Sorry for those who were expecting a complete baddie. Number 2, Hitman 2. Hitman was a stealth-based game released November 13th, 2018. In the Miami Grand Prix mission, there's an aquarium you can enter where if you look into the upstairs window, you'll see a red room with this dummy on a crucifix, along with a sign that says live exercise in progress. Now, if you zoom in again with the sniper scope, the sign changes to live exorcism in progress. The dummy starts to move its head until it's staring directly at you. And the second you stop aiming down, the dummy disappears and spawns right behind Agent 47. Number 3, Sonic CD. Sonic CD was a platform game released September 23rd, 1993. Basically, there's a secret screen you can get by clicking down, 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 left, right, A on your controller. From there, a sound test screen pops up with numbers you can enter. If you type in 46, 12, and 25, you're greeted with this. So yeah, you get these strange pictures of Sonic, some Japanese text, and this really creepy music starts playing. I ain't gonna lie, it's pretty unsettling. But apparently, it wasn't supposed to be creepy at all. If you translate the text, all it says is Infinite Fun at Sega Enterprises. Image by Majin. Based on the definition, tons of people connected Majin with the devil. But in reality, Majin was just the nickname of the landscape designer for Sonic CD, whose real name was Masato. As for the strange pictures of Sonic, it's literally just a cartoon version of Masato's face morphed with Sonic. And the creepy music is nothing more than the final boss music of the US version of the game. So yeah, it wasn't really intended to come off as creepy, but it still ended up coming off as pretty creepy. Number 4, Viscera Cleanup Detail. Viscera Cleanup Detail was a game where you play as a space station janitor, cleaning up after various sci-fi horror events. It definitely has quite a few unsettling moments, but I'd say the creepiest of them all is in this painting. At first glance, everything appears to be normal. You move past it and just continue on with the game. But if you stop and stare at it for just a few minutes, this is what happens. Yeah, definitely pretty unsettling. Number 5, BioShock Infinite. BioShock Infinite was an action-adventure game released March 26, 2013. And in it, players were able to find this vent that leads to a secret room. There's not too much in it besides this machine you can interact with, but this particular short film is quite different from the rest. Upon interacting with it, it flashes the words, "Why do you stand there when someone's behind you?" Number 6, Please Don't Touch Anything 3D. I don't know too much about this, but I think it's a puzzle game. Basically, you're watching this control panel while the original guy watching it is on bathroom break. There's this red button you can spam that'll eventually open this drawer containing nothing but a hammer. And with this hammer, you can smash the glass of the clock on the wall. Now, if you move the minute, hour, and second hands to 666, this is what happens. Number 7, Call of Duty Finest Hour. Finest Hour was an FPS game released November 16th, 2004. In the mission called Underground Passage, there's this door you can open only by throwing grenades at it. Upon entering, you're greeted with this room filled with floating candles, a giant rat caged up under the stairs, the walls are filled with all sorts of different pictures, and right in the middle is a baby's crib. If you walk up to it, the ghost of a young boy appears, and once you interact with him, he stands up and slowly fades away with each step he takes.
This is easily the creepiest thing I've ever seen.
Number 8, Half-Life 2. This was a survival game released back in 2004. It features some very bizarre looking creatures, but it's the reversed audio that I find really creepy. This is the original audio of the headcrab zombie. And if you take that and reverse it, this is what you hear. It's honestly just super unnerving that you can still hear these humans pleading for their life. Number 9, Infra. Infra was an adventure game released in 2016. There's these signs of urban legends hidden all around the map, such as the boogeyman, and in a mission where you have to escape a collapsing building, you can find this calendar which contains a 4-digit code that leads to a tunnel. Depending on how you interact with the tunnel, you may just stumble across the boogeyman. Number 10, Roller Coaster World. Throwback to the very first short that started this entire series. Anyways, Roller Coaster World was a game released back on the PS2. Essentially, you get to build your own village, but the haunted house structure you can place is unlike the rest. Once you enter the haunted house, there's these floating ghoul-like creatures that'll try to kill you. But if you stand AFK for a bit, this is what you hear. By taking that audio and reversing it, this is the new message you get.
Satan comes soon. Evil devil comes alive. You can live no more. He takes you to his old world. It cold hell.
I would honestly take this as being the most creepiest on this list. I'm just baffled by the fact that this game was rated E for everyone. Anyways, that's gonna conclude some of the creepiest video game Easter eggs. If you did enjoy this, be sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the post notifications. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out, boys.